Hello, everybody. Matthew here, and holy fuck, we did it, guys. We're finally have 3 digits. Wow, I've been stuck on 100 subscribers for a long time. So this pleases me to see 102 subscribers. You guys can't see my mouse. I don't know why I'm doing that. Yeah, I'm just wow. I'm kind of just blown away. That being said, I've had my own plethora of issues as of late. So, one big one that I've noticed and I've had for a while, especially this one involves YouTube. They change things quickly without consulting a lot of us. They don't put out a bulletin saying, "Hey, we are going to change this at this date." Okay. They did that when they were removing a feature, such as when they were removing. What did they remove? When they did stuff like remove certain tabs in the creators channels, when they moved stuff around in the main channels, they let us know. And thank you, great so much. I'm going to take these off because it's creating reflection. But I've noticed quite recently, most likely, that they will say, "Hey, we're changing this next week." So my videos, I do maybe 1 or 2 weeks ahead. Get ahead of the game so I don't fall behind. I'm a college student. um, I spend most of my time in class, doing work, studying. This. So the time I spent on this, on my YouTube, which I love. I love doing YouTube. I've done it for how many years now? 4, 5, 6. But it's became a problem, especially when it comes to stuff like, how do I even say that? Becomes a problem we when you back up videos like that, because I may back up videos and not look at my Gmail account until like 2, 3 weeks later. This summer I created and prepared 2 whole months worth of content prior to leaving, and when I got back, I had 100 emails saying this changed, this changed, this changed. So now here I am having to get all these changes completed, and I'm like, well, why? It doesn't make sense. Another one is us small creators. We can't contact YouTube. I wanted to use the community tab to let you all know that thank you so much for 100. A video will come out. I don't have access to it because I don't have 1,000 subscribers. Shouldn't matter if I have 10 or 1,000,000 subscribers. I have I have enough subscribers to warrant needing to communicate with them through other ways other than a video, like I'm doing right now. That is one big problem I had with YouTube. I've been meaning to put a rant out like this for a while because I'm just getting tired of this stuff. But I don't know if you can tell, but I'm extremely exhausted and I'm going to go to bed after this. My biggest issue I have when it comes to YouTube as a whole, they're not consistent. And when they are consistent, it's always against their creators. Now, I do Nightcore. I know I do, and I know technically that is a crime. I know that. Under the United States copyright law, technically, Nightcore doesn't count. Yeah. With those being copyrighted, that's fine. I'm fine with those being copyrighted. But when my gameplays or my vlogs get copyrighted, I'm like, what did you do that warrants that being copyrighted? Now, I'm sure this makes me sound egotistical, but I don't see any reason for YouTube to allow anyone to copyright claim something. Or in fact, they should. This is how the system should be in my eyes. They should. Anyone can copyright it. Say what they're copywriting, mark, timestamp, whatever. Then that information goes to the creator, not to the YouTube. Goes to the creator and says, "Hey, we want to check this. Can you check this? Is this your content? If yes, you submit that and the final report to YouTube saying, this is my content. I created it here, 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 and here. And during that process, you do not, and the video does not get taken off. The only Nightcore video that pissed me off that I copyrighted, I'm just trying to find it out. Find it here. Is my it was my 1-800 one. Well, I was still monetized at the time, right? So I'm like, okay, whatever. It's not like I did that because I wanted money. I didn't monetize that video, and in the description, it was the Nightcore for that. It was not monetized, and I literally I had links to suicide prevention things. I had my cards were all suicide prevention. Even in the description, suicide hotline, Canada, help, logic, listen, phone. I should have credited I realized that. But then they got blocked worldwide. So I'm like, why would you even let that happen? It doesn't make sense. Now with these articles, which I hear they sent back to do a new review, and they re-edited. What does that mean? No, it's just telling me how far away. Anyway, but in order for that to happen, the public must have got so much outcry. Now, here's the difference between corporations like YouTube, governments, and then the people. You will notice a lot more Ellen, a lot more Jimmy Kimmel. These are all news segments, and they post them here. The algorithm works so it copies it multiple times, and the more you upload, the more frequent you upload, the more likely you are to go on feeds. I have my own YouTube, and I watch YouTube regularly. If I go, I get a lot of. I've pretty much at this point I managed to force the YouTube algorithm to only give me so much. But even if I started scrolling down to things, it comes back. Like, that is from Whose Line Is It Anyway? Which I love, so I don't have a problem with that. But then it has I have 6 Ellens right there. I don't need that. I don't need Ellen. So it kind of is bad when your people, when your creators are mainly being paid somewhere else. I'm sure Ellen and Ellen's employees get paid lots from the television, so the YouTube stuff, and that's even worse. YouTube, if anything, should have a completely separate, how do you say that? Completely separate program for big channels like that, big creators like that, or not even creators, but like television networks. They shouldn't be part of they shouldn't be able to monetize it the same way we monetize, because in law we have double jeopardy for crime. Well, they're double jeoparding on advertisements. They get the money from the advertisement on their show, and then they get the advertisement from advertisements on the actual YouTube. It's kind of tricky when you think about it. Then there's people like me who I understand why I'm not monetized. I have 102 subscribers. I in the last 7 days I've had 154 views. I had 291 minutes watched in the last 7 days as well. So something isn't right. I just want it to be even across everyone. Sure, YouTubers like Markiplier and just some people like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, fuck T-Series, JonTron. Wow, JonTron. I love JonTron. But those kind of people, they're big because they got big. They're big because they deserved it. They earned that. Ellen got big on YouTube because she was putting stuff from her TV show and people were wanting to find those clips because they wanted to rehear what she said or watch this specific interview. They didn't do any extra work. They literally cut down the TV segment, take that TV segment and stick it into the pre-existing TV segment and stick it into YouTube. That is what irritates me with that. So I guess the main 3 points I have problems with YouTube. YouTube's changing. It's becoming more for companies than creators. Smaller creators cannot contact YouTube due to state issues. I've tried. You have to be a partner, and if you don't have the required views, subscribers, you can't do it. And I have been trying for the past 4 or 5 years, 6. But lastly, YouTube is failing. It's a bad day when you go into YouTube, and if I look at the different types of YouTube, there's at least 4 right there. And if I go to the YouTube apps, there are 6. That's a problem. You shouldn't have to do that to be different. That's all I gotta say. Well, guys, I'm sorry that I kind of went on a tangent, but I had to let some stuff off my chest, and after hitting 100, I thought it'd be better. I'll do something interesting and attach it, I'm sure. Probably not. Bye-bye.